This is called a chimichurri, a Dominican style burger. Okay, my friends, today I'd like to show you something from the Dominican side of my heritage, and it's called chimi or chimichurri. Now, a chimi is a Dominican style burger. You can usually find it all over the Dominican Republic, as like street cart food. But also here in New York City, within the Dominican community, you have Dominican food carts or, little chimi places that'll serve you really, really good chimichurri. So yeah, it's a Dominican style burger. Instead of lettuce, we'll use cabbage, red cabbage or white cabbage. I like red cabbage. Also, there's a sauce that goes along with it. And the seasoning, it's kind of similar to like sofrito or recaito, but not quite. I'll show you how to make it. And it also goes on top of a brioche style bun. In the Dominican Republic, they will use pan de agua, which translates into water bread. But I couldn't find that here, and I'm not going to make it. But you can use something like a French brioche, maybe. Or, just a lighter type of bun or a lighter type of bread. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to make the sauce, how to make the seasoning, and usually, like 99% of the time, ground beef is used. So yes, this has ground beef as the patty. You can use a vegan substitute, you can use a vegetarian substitute. There's people who've used ground turkey, ground chicken, but yes, I'm going to be using some ground beef. Alright, so let me show you what you need to make a nice Dominican chimichurri. This is comfort food. This is street cart style food, but it's easy to make, and I think you should definitely try to make it. Okay, my friends, so this is everything we need to make the chimichurri sauce and the seasonings. Now, as I mentioned off camera, I have 2 pounds of ground beef, and if you're not going to use ground beef, you can surely use something else. Okay, so you're gonna need some salsa inglesa or Worcestershire sauce. Is that how you pronounce it? I should go online and find out how to pronounce it. I bought this brand because it's the cheapest one. Not that I advocate for any specific brand. Okay, so some Worcestershire sauce, or Worcestershire, as my mom used to say, or in Spanish we call it salsa inglesa. Some orange juice. I'm not a big orange juice drinker, but I bought this for the recipe. You're gonna need some ketchup, some mayonnaise. This happens to be mayonnaise with olive oil. This is my nice pink salt. I almost dropped my onion. Got some salt, some black pepper. You're gonna need a tomato. You're gonna need a bell pepper. Doesn't matter what color. It could be red, green, orange, yellow. Don't be a pepperist. We're going to use 1 onion, 2 cloves of garlic, and this is what you need to make the sauce and the seasoning for the meat or whatever you're using in lieu of the meat. We're also going to add some cabbage. I have some nice red cabbage. They call it red, but to me it's purple, right? Why do they mark this as red in the supermarket? Anyway, they've been washed. The onion, all my vegetables, I've already washed them. And lastly, a chimichurri goes on pan de agua, which is a light type bread, but I bought these brioche rolls, which I've never seen this brand before, Bread City, but they feel light and fluffy, so we're gonna go with this. Alright, let me show you the first part of this, which is to make the sauce, and we will take it from there. Man, this sauce is the easiest thing to make. So I already poured my ketchup in here. This is about half a cup of ketchup, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my mayonnaise right in there because we're gonna, let's see here, I'm just gonna fill it up to that 1 cup line. So half a cup of ketchup, half a cup of mayonnaise. And the reason why I'm doing it here is that I'm gonna mix them together anyway. So why not put them in the same cup? Okay, so we have half cup ketchup, half cup mayonnaise. We're gonna put in about a 1/4 cup of the orange juice. I'm not a big orange juice drinker, so I'm gonna have to sparingly drink this or pass it on to someone else. To that, we're gonna add a tablespoon of the salsa inglesa. I wanted to mention too, if you don't want to use orange juice, I have a secret. Use freshly squeezed lemon, which most of the traditional Dominicans would kill me for, but I'm just trying to make nice substitutions. To that, we're gonna add about a tablespoonful of the Worcestershire sauce, or salsa inglesa, right? And you're just gonna mix it. Now this is about enough sauce for 5 or 6 burgers. I'm making 1 or 2 burgers for myself, but I'm gonna save this sauce for friends or for whoever who wants to, you know, have some later. Actually, I should get a whisk. Let me get a whisk. I'll be right back. Okay, I got my whisk. I'm just making sure I get any mayonnaise lumps out of there. Okay, now if I want it thicker, I can add a little more mayonnaise. I'm also not a big mayonnaise guy, but alright, this is a good consistency. Now, what I'm going to do to this, I'm going to put this in the fridge and let it sit, get cool. Yeah, that's good. We're going to put this in the fridge. Now, let's do our seasoning for the meat. Alright, pardon me, I kind of accelerated time here because I figure you don't have to watch me chop up the vegetables. In my food processor, I'm going to put right in there the onion, the bell pepper, and the garlic. And this is going to serve as the seasoning to my chimi, to the patty. Okay? The onion, the pepper, and the garlic. Again, that's 1 onion, 1 bell pepper, and about 2 cloves of garlic. To this, I'm going to add, what's kind of to taste. You can put, maybe that's a teaspoonful, a little more of salt, black pepper. I don't like to specify when it comes to salt and pepper, but again, oh, who's calling me here? Someone's calling me. Sorry. You kind of, you want to go according to taste, so a teaspoon or 2 of each is fine. To that, we're going to add more of the salsa inglesa. Okay, so about, again, a tablespoonful. And we're going to pulse this so that it's kind of like a paste. So it's kind of similar to making sofrito or recaito, but not quite. You know, we don't have cilantro in there and we don't have other stuff. All right, this consistency is fine. If you want it finer, of course, you just run it through a little more. And actually, this is a good opportunity for me to taste it to see if it is to my specifications. Not bad. Actually, not bad at all. I forgot to take into account that the sauce is kind of salty, so I'm glad I didn't put as much salt into the mix there. But I am going to pulse it a little more. All right, next step, I have my 2 pounds of beef, ground beef. You're going to use whatever you want. And I'm going to incorporate this seasoning right into the beef or whatever else you're using. Now, of course, if I was smart, I would have used a bowl, but I kind of put it on the plate so you can see. gonna get every part of this out. And whatever you're using, you want to incorporate it. So I'm gonna go on ahead and take a couple of minutes and get this nicely incorporated into the beef here. Okay, you don't have to watch me do this. I will accelerate time. All right, my friends, while the sauce is further getting cool in the fridge and the meat is getting nice and incorporated with the flavors, we're gonna take care of this part of the chimichurri. You're gonna take another onion. You wanna make maybe 1/2 inch rings, okay? This will be for the burger. You can take them apart, you can leave them together. I'll take this one apart. I'll do another together, because what we're gonna do, we're gonna kinda grill these as the condiment for the burger. Let's put this to the side. We're gonna do the same with a tomato. A couple of slices, you know, a little on the thicker side. I have to estimate how much, when I do the whole thing. Okay? Nice and fresh. And lastly, pardon me, I'm talking my mouthful. We're gonna get some cabbage. Now with the cabbage, there are those that go right in and like cut directly into the cabbage, but what I like to do is just take a couple of the leaves off and cut those. That way you leave the tightness of it, and I think, in my opinion, that helps the head of the cabbage to stay fresher. Okay? So I'm just gonna go in and take these leaves. I'll probably re-rinse it because I did rinse them. But the outer part, and there's little crevices where stuff can get in. And don't worry about, ripping it, because you're gonna slice them anyway. Okay? I think that's about enough. Now what's optional, another option is, there are those that heat the cabbage up. That's totally up to you. Another way to do this is you ball up the leaves. You slice them that way. As thin. See, I'm going thin here. I started thick. But you just do it as thin or as thick as you like. See? Now I'm on the thin side. Alright. Now, we got our cabbage ready. Alright, let's go on to making our burger, our chimi burger. So, it'd be best if you get one of those grill, heavy duty, like cast iron grill pans for this. I don't have one, but I do have cast iron, so I'm going to use this for my burger. And it's lightly oiled. Usually vegetable oil is what's used, but I like coconut oil. I'm just being fancy. On this pan, I have it on heat also. I'm going to turn it down. Also, I brushed it with some oil. And we're going to grill the tomato and onions in there. Briefly. Very briefly. Now, what's optional is the cabbage. There are those that heat up the cabbage with a little bit of the sauce. There are those that put the cabbage on raw. It's totally up to you. Totally up to you. But you know what? Let's start with the burger. Okay? We know that the beef naturally has a lot of oil. But, they'll lightly oil the pan anyway. As always, one of the innovations with making burgers is that you want to press in the middle so that you have a nice, about a quarter size shape that helps it to retain size so that it doesn't shrink. Okay? Now while that's going, I'm gonna rinse my thumb here. I'm gonna take my onion, my tomato, and just sear them a little bit. Okay? And you cook the burger however you like. Medium well done, you know, however you like. Okay, we'll come back. You know how to make a burger, right? And this with the onion and the tomato is no big deal. Just wanna kind of sear them a little bit. You know, that's up to you. A minute, 2 minutes, less. Alright, we'll come back. Okay, I flipped the burger. All this oil in the air. What I decided to do, I am going to heat up the cabbage a little bit. Ooh. Here's the tomato and the onion. It's best if you have like that grill, that cast iron grill, because you get some nice sear marks on them, but this is fine. To the low heat cabbage, I'm gonna add a dash, just a little dash of the sauce that we made earlier. And like I said before, this part of it is totally optional. There are those who put the cabbage on raw. There are those that use the sauce entirely separately at the end. But I figure just to show you. Nice combination. Alright, so let me finish the burger and show you how to put everything together. The burger I'm going to leave a little longer. Oh, I almost forgot a very important thing. We need to also warm the bun, but we'll get to that. Alright, so my burger's done. The veggies are waiting. The extra sauce is waiting. I just put the buns onto the pan here a little bit with light oil. Sorry, all that oil is in the air. And you're just going to heat up the bread a little bit. Okay? A toaster works fine too. And it's just to take not even a minute or so. And then I'll show you how to put the chimi together. Alright, so we're ready to build our chimi. What I like to do, which not everyone does, is put a little sauce on the bottom here. I could have toasted the bread a little more, but that's fine. I like to put a little of the sauce here on the bottom. Okay. And we're going to get our burger. Where's my... put them right there. Ooh. Okay. Put this away. And now, right on top of there, we're going to put our grilled onions. Now again, whoa, one of the onions went AWOL. It's alright. Again, if you have like a cast iron grill, that's best, because I kind of, you know, over sauteed those, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna put my tomatoes on top. Ooh, I burned myself a little bit. We're gonna go in with our repollo, which is the cabbage. Last but not least, let me fix the camera a little bit. Alright, I'm sorry, I wanted to reposition the camera. Last but not least, we're going to take, spread out the cabbage a little better, the chimi sauce, and you're just going to drizzle it And there you have it. My style chimichurri burger. The Dominican delight. Actually, Dominican delight is what they call me. All right, so there you have it. That's how you make a chimichurri. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I haven't had one of these in a long time. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, if you're into burgers, please try making one of these. It is so good. And serve it with a nice cold drink. Preferably, if you know what I'm saying, if you understand, un presidente. I may make me another one. Peace. I am making myself another one, but this time letting them share the pan. Oh baby. Tomatoes I left on too long, but whatever, that's fine. Ow! Should I be eating this much red meat? I don't know. I didn't cook out the cabbage, so that's different. Let's see. So of course the cabbage is going to be a little crunchier. Where's my sauce? Wow, what a mess I made over here. Clean up this plate. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to do extra sit-ups tomorrow.